Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Pony Montana, and in this video, we're going to be going over the best defense in Madden 24. Now, before I go into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and become a part of the Noti Gang, Noti Gang, Noti Gang. Hit that bell. And if you guys want to comment down below, comment FTA, because it's for the algorithm, and it helps push these videos out to more and more people. And I would like to give a huge shout out to the FTA squad, the FTA gang, man. You guys showed out last video, man. So while I scroll down this, I'm gonna speak about what the video today is about, and we're just simply gonna be going over the best blitz, the best defense, best blitz in Madden 24. This is what the competitive players are using currently, and unfortunately, if you guys played Madden 23, the best blitz is the same one that was in Madden 23. Unfortunately, I hate to be the guy to tell you this, but that's what it is. It is Mike Blitz 0. It's all the way back. Again, shout out to the FTA squad. So Mike Blitz 0, it is in 3-3 Cub in Madden 24, and it's made its rounds all the way back. Until they nerf having safeties in the linebacker position, it will always be a blitz that is used every single year in and year out. Same thing next year. I just didn't think it was going to be as good as it was this year, but you will notice that there's a lot of competitive players that will be running this, especially in the tournament today. In the ladder play, you'll see a lot of pro players running this defense specifically because it's the easiest defense to run. So for those of you guys who don't know, again, you can put safeties in your linebacker positions, allowing you to have 8 defensive backs in your defense, and you can only do this by putting three safeties in nickel 3-3 normal, or just nickel 3-3. And then what they do, or what we all do, is audible over to 3-3 Cub as soon as we get out of our huddle. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna call LB Blitz. It doesn't matter the play that you call here, but then you're gonna audible into 3-3 Cub, and it's one button push over, and boom. That's it. Now, this guy's kind of in a weird angle, but everything is pretty much set up. All you have to do is pretty much hover above one of the A gaps. I like to hover above the A gap that is around, I like to hover above the A gap that is around where the running back is. So if there was a running back right here, my user is going to be right here once I audible. So I'm going to audible into the play again, and I'm going to be right here, assuming that there is a running back guy right here. So if there was a guy right here, I don't know why I just drew him with like a dump truck here, but if there's a guy right here waiting for the ball, and that's where my user is going to be. Funny animation, but who cares? And the thing about this defense is you can pretty much disguise your defense as much as possible when it comes to this. And then if you sit there, you can press, you can shift your line. Even if I shift everything, as you can see, man, the pressure is absolutely insane. So we're going to go over the blitz twice. All you're going to do is audible over to nickel 3-3 Cub. Again, we're gonna go over it twice. Once for you pro players that just want to get out of here, and once for you guys that are new to the game. We'll do a step-by-step instruction. So for you pro players, you're just gonna audible over to nickel 3-3 Cub. Boom. And then literally you don't have to do anything else. You just hover above whatever A gap that the running back is standing in, because you kind of want the pressure to come off of this edge here. You want it to come off of the opposite end. Sometimes it doesn't work like that, but after you call hike, simple. It's as you can see, it's one of the easiest blitzes in the game. So let's go over it another time, but I'm just going to show the instant replay so you guys see. As you can see, we get a nice little it's technically a B gap. Yeah, we get a B gap there on top of the edge pressure, and that's beautiful. That's something that you want to see whenever you're blitzing. And again, we're only blitzing 5 people. So let's go over it once for those of you guys who are brand new to the game, and then I'll talk about some things that you might want to do if you guys are trying to make the most out of this defense. So again, you're going to press square or X because you're going to bring up your audibles. Then you're going to press right on the directional pad to bring up nickel 3-3 Cub. Depending on what playbook you're in, it might be left, but for mine, I am in multiple defense. There isn't a website yet that has all the playbooks properly. The last time I shared it, apparently the information was wrong, so I'm not going to drop any links. So I am in multiple defense. I don't know where else this formation shift is actually in besides the 4-6 playbook. So we're going to go over into nickel 3-3 Cub, and you're going to press triangle. That's where my audible is to Mike Blitz. and then hover above the opposite side of the running back, or excuse me, the same side as where the running back is. Also, it will also help because if there is a running back on this side and he ends up going on some kind of a swing route, your user can go ahead and guard that immediately without having to risk losing any type of pressure. And as you can see, another B gap. That's exactly, we want that kind of pressure. It makes it very, very easy. And mind you, when I click hike, I kind of lean in towards the center. And I think that's what's creating that gap pressure as well, which is obviously going to frustrate whoever it is that you're playing. But again, you can shift you can press your D line, you can do whatever it is that you want. As long as you're hovering above that, you will garner a lot of pressure. Now, when it comes to run defense, what I like to do here, by the way, before I get out of here, because there's really no need to, again, the blitz is what makes the defense. And then I'll talk about a few things that you guys are going to be able to do to disguise your defense a little bit better. When you guys are facing run defense, crash down and contain. I feel like that is the best option whenever you're playing someone who's running the ball, is to crash down and contain. Obviously, if you're trying to send the blitz and have your pressure come in, that's a little bit different for passers, but this is going to double as run defense and pass defense. You simply, if you feel like they're in a formation where they're going to run the ball, crash down, and then contain. That is going to help you guys out tremendously, because I feel like once you contain, if they start running out of the pocket, these guys are going to end up going out and pretty much being able to contain any runs that are going towards the outside. Not saying that it's the end all be all to run defense. There will be run defense dropped on the channel, but if you guys are looking for that kind of pressure, this is the best defense in the game, hands down. Now, for those of you guys who are still here and you guys want a few extra tips when it comes to this, like coaching adjustments, you either want to have your coaching adjustments set to, I just called a random play. You either want your coaching adjustments to be set to base or man align. Why? Because if you base it like I had it, you can set your audibles into this formation, because you have to set audibles. You don't want to sit there and come out in man coverage every single play. You want to confuse your opponent as much as possible. So for my audibles, I have cover 4, show 2, Mike blitz 0, cover 3 buzz. This one is I almost never call this play specifically. If you will call anything, it'll be Sam will blitz 3. It's the same thing. It's almost the same thing as the Mike blitz 3 that used to be in the game years ago. So this would be my cover 3 audible, and then a cover 2. And the reason why I set mine to base, I did it again where I called a random play, but the reason why I set mine to base is because no matter what I come out in, no matter what I audible into, even if my guys are in a different formation, these guys are all going to be, if I call a cover 2, you see how the lineup doesn't really change. If I call the man coverage, the only thing that changes is obviously the guy that's supposed to be manned up ends up being manned up on. Again, you go to cover 3, you go to cover 2, you go to cover 4, and everything kind of stays the same, especially if you're playing in a zone coverage. So again, the defense doesn't look any different. Now, the only problem with base aligning that you will not have if you man align is this right here. Sometimes you will be able to get beat over the top with streaks. So that is going to be the only thing that you're going to have to look out for. And that's the only thing that might get a little bit scary for you. But if you do want to change that situation, you just base align again, and these guys end up going out to the other side. It does kind of mess up the blitz a little bit, but you rather your guys be aligned properly than be misaligned while you get beat over the top. If this does happen, though, make sure you're taking this guy out of his blitzing angle and putting him in some kind of zone or manning him up. You simply want to be able to have that guy pretty much create a different amount of pressure for you on the defensive side. Not necessarily pressure, but like pressure to throw. And you want somebody in that area, obviously. So if you guys don't re-base align, you will end up getting frustrated by, either getting beat over the top or your blitz just simply not coming in, because you're going to sit there and think to yourself, I'm sending five people because that guy that's all the way outside is blitzing. But obviously you see how long it takes for him to actually even make contact with the left tackle. That's not what you want to do. So again, if you guys are trying to run this consistently, set it to base or man. And then let me just showcase what man coverage looks like. And if you set your coaching adjustments to man, they'll follow everybody across the field, which is kind of a nice thing. But if you do that, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to make your adjustments. So for this, I'm just going to come out and bunch real quick. And I'm going to set up the defense, right? Boom, we're setting up the Tampa 2. And then if they audible around, these guys will end up following as if they are in man coverage. I'm in Tampa 2. And again, if this is the case and this is what you want to run, you have to be cautious, because now if you do that, it's going to be your job to quickly guard this area here, because the flat ended up following this guy, and he's going to be in his hard flat still. But again, it's just your way of disguising your defense as much as possible. It will confuse your opponents, especially when you have a guy that's on this side literally following somebody all the way across just to be in a flat. So what this does, it kind of confuses your opponent and makes them think that they might be in some kind of a match coverage defense as well. It's a little sidebar, a little side tip that you guys could utilize for your gameplay. My name is Tony Montana. Hopefully this video helps you guys out though, man. This is literally, you'll see this blitz in the competitive games today and tomorrow for the tournament. It's currently the 19th. So for those of you guys who watch the video after the 19th, this is still the best defense in the game. My name is Tony Montana, man. Hopefully this video helps you guys out if you're struggling on defense. I will see you guys in the next one, man. FTA. The squad. I love y'all. Appreciate it. See you in the next one, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out.